Uh, so this is a story of Chaga Apis. Chaga Apis is a little spirit, Atchak Apasis. And little spirit stands on the moon. When the moon is full, Wabiye we call that, Wabiye Pisum. The full moon, it is circular, it is round. And during that time, we can see Chaga Apis standing on the moon. And the way he got there, we're told, was that long ago, there was a family, and something happened to that family. And all the family died, except for one little boy. So one little boy was lonely in the village, and it was decided that he would have to go live with other people. And so the people were asked who would look after this boy. And so one family stood up and said, we'll take him, we'll look after him, and we'll care for him. And so Chaga Apis went to live with these people. But what happened was they didn't treat him very well. They saw him as free labor, and they saw him as he's the one who could do things that nobody else wanted to do. And eventually they wanted him to do everything. So all the jobs he had to do, everything he had to do. He had to do all the work. Didn't matter what hour of the day it was. It didn't matter how the weather was like outside. He was sent to do everything, Chaga Apis. And he was always cold because he wore raggedy clothes, raggedy hides. And he was always hungry because he was underfed. And he stayed in a ratty old tent behind the main teepee. And so he was unloved, he was unwanted. And so one night during a blizzard, he was sent to go out to the lake to chop a hole in the ice and get water. So he did that. And as he was chopping a hole in the ice, the blizzard broke and he stood there and there was a full moon. And he looked up that full moon and he looked at Grandmother Moon, Tipiskawi Pisum, and he started crying. He said, Nogum, I'm pitiful. Nitamagian. I feel very unloved. I feel very cold. I feel very hungry. I feel very unwanted. And I feel very abused. And I'm so scared, he said. And so Grandmother Moon listened to a story, and she felt sorry for him, and she took pity on him. And so she sent Chaga Apis, she lifted up his spirit, and she took him up to live with her on the moon. So when the moon is full, you can look up and you can see a Chaga Apis standing there. He's standing on the moon with 2 pails of water. And for those used who can visual a moon map, the head of Chaga Apis is the Sea of Serenity, and the body of Chaga Apis is the Sea of Tranquility. And the 2 arms are the Sea of Nectar and the Sea of Chaos. If you look at him, you can see him there. And so he stands there just to remind us of how we should be treating people that are less fortunate than ourselves, people who come into your home, people that are homeless, people that are handicapped, people that are orphaned, all these people. And the thing about that is in 1969, one of the messages came back from the moon in July 19th or 20th. The first message that was sent back to them from the moon was, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed. And where the Eagle had landed was Tranquility Base, the Sea of Tranquility, which is the body of Chaga Apis. So for a lot of our people, we realize that Chaga Apis is still doing his job. He's still up there, and he's still welcoming visitors and welcoming them to his home, welcome to his territory. Again, reminding us of that's how we should be treating people. And this also tells us that now that man is leaving the earth and going to different places, hopefully he'll see things from a different perspective and not have that colonizer mentality or the abuse of all the natural resources out there. So that's a story of Chaga Apis, little spirit. Next year. There you go.